Understanding and answering different questions about a piece of text is an important Comprehension 11 plus skill. Let's have a look at an example. I walked into the gym feeling a little nervous. It was packed. My dad had dropped me off straight after my piano lesson, which always ate into the first part of my volleyball club time. Looking around for a friendly face, I was relieved to see a wave and a smile from the court, where my friend Bethany was playing a game with some Year 8s. This was a dilemma. Should I try and join in with Bethany? I would really like that. But before I could decide for myself, I heard my name called in a loud and slightly gruff way. "Laura?" It was Peter. He ran the club and had a way of doing it. Not overly friendly on the surface, but I had warmed to him when me and my dad had talked to him about joining the club. He was passionate about volleyball and seemed full of dedication to the club, telling us stories of the successes of the teams and players, both past and present. Well, let's look at some questions on the text. Was Laura on time for the volleyball club? And how do you know? Well, no, she wasn't on time for the volleyball club. Important to answer that question directly to start with. And the reasons are, when she gets there, she says in the text that the gym was packed, so there are already people there. And also she says later that she'd come from a piano lesson and that ate into her first part of her volleyball time. So those two pieces of evidence show us that she was late for the club. Another question you could be asked is, how does Laura feel about going to the volleyball club? I think she feels apprehensive. It says she feels a little nervous, and it also says she is relieved to see her friend Bethany. They both point to the fact that she's a little bit worried or apprehensive about going to the club. And the final question is to give the meaning of the word dilemma. So let's just look at where that is in the text. This was a dilemma. Should I try to join in with Bethany? Now, we understand from the text from the sentence before that Bethany's playing a game with some Year 8s. So the dilemma for Laura is, can she actually join in with that game? So the meaning in context for this one is that that would be a bit awkward. It's a slightly awkward situation to go and join in with a game that's already in progress. So, to conclude, you have to look for pieces of evidence in the text that won't be the precise words that you see in the question. You've got to act like a detective, look for those clues that help you get the right answers.